We are on. We have great information to share with you tonight. Tonight we're going to talk about DaVinci Resolve. Edits inside DaVinci Resolve will constantly and instantly make your video look professional. Hopefully tonight we will show you step by step how to do that. Tonight's going to be a great night, so let's see what we got here for you tonight. Now we're going to look at the agenda and part. Not really. We're actually going to look at the, let me start with the video, what we're doing. And basically walk you through some of the things that we had done the last couple of nights and see how that works for you. Okay, I should be sharing my screen right now, and I should be going on through my file that I'm editing. So one of the things that you see right here is I have my avatar. And basically, I'm going to play a little bit of the avatar and see how it looks. And before I get to the avatar, a couple of things that I covered the last couple of nights, but I'm going to basically cover tonight real quick. DaVinci Resolve is a free software for editing videos, and you could just search for it and download it. It'd be no issue. And then you could create videos. So the best way to load data into DaVinci Resolve is to create a folder, and I have for this thing, I have this folder called here 5 hours. That's my target thing. And then within it, I have a lot of different files that I want to upload into the video. So what I normally would do is I'll take the folder, click, and I'll drag it down to here. And then I'm going to be on the this tab right here, which is the media tab. And I would drop it in here to the left. I drop the whole thing in the left. So you get your master file, and you get all of the different folders that you kind of have uploaded in there. They may not come in exactly the same order, but you know, you're able to tell because I number my folders 1 through 9, I believe, and have all the things in there for you to look at. So you go to the master one here. You could collapse it. You could just kind of bring it in, and it will give you different data. Now the next tab that you really want to be working with would be the edit tab. And in the edit tab under the media pool, which is up here on the upper left, you have all of the photos again that you uploaded into the system, and you could kind of work with them and do whatever you need to do. The master tab is usually where you have your timeline. You could have multiple timelines, but I only like to work with one because it's just easier for me to kind of manage, right? So the timeline, and the thing about the timeline, if you're doing regular video, like long video, you don't have to do anything. But if you're doing shorts, you want to click on the timeline, right click on the timeline, click on setting, and then in here, you could unclick that and click vertical, and it would immediately give you would create a video which is for a short format that you could upload into YouTube. But I don't want to do any of that because my video is set up correctly. You could click cancel, or you could find the same in here, looking at this icon here on the bottom right. You click on it and it will give you the timeline format. That's very powerful. You always want to know what format you are working on. And by the way, I'm still discovering new things on DaVinci Resolve, and I've been using it for a while. I'm by no means an expert. I'm a practitioner, right? I've used it almost every day. So I'm going to share with you tonight the things that I've learned, and basically in context of what I'm doing. So what I'm doing, let's talk about that. I'm creating a masterclass, and the way that came about is basically, if you look at the last couple, if you are subscribed to my channel, right, and you look at my live feeds, And you'll find out that the last 7 more days, I mean, addressing different topics. They're all right here on my laptop. And what I do basically is I do a live feed about a particular subject. Right now it's editing. And basically, shortly thereafter, I will post either a short or I will post a long video about the topic that I addressed that night. So that's one way to kind of get your content. You cannot just survive doing shorts, because short doesn't give you watch hours. You cannot survive just doing long video, because you may not get enough views to do that at the beginning. You cannot survive just doing live show, because live show may not carry over to the watch time. It gives you watch time, but it doesn't give you any subscriber. So the strategy that I have adopted is I do live shows. From there, I could do shorts. I could create shorts, and as you see right here, what I've been doing lately, because I've been so busy, is I've been cutting shorts from my videos, from my live feed, and I schedule them. Here, you can schedule as many as you want to. I don't really, I'm just doing this to show you. I have short schedule all the way up through May 2nd, just so in case I don't have to be thinking I'll have to post something tonight, and you don't. But I do like to post regularly, so I have at least one video drop every day. And the way to do it is, for me, is take my live feed and convert it into shorts, and then link the short to one of my long videos in order to make sure we get all the views on that. I'm still working on that one, because that's kind of hard to do, but I'm still doing to do that. It's hard to do that, but I'm doing it. So then I identified the best video, and I think I did this here. Yeah, I did this here. Identify a list of videos that I wanted to have as part of my masterclass, right? And then what I did after that is I prioritized those videos into what you see here. And I'm not going to go into all the details, because I did that last night. But these are the list of all the videos that I have loaded into the DaVinci Resolve. And what I'm using is a process called stacking, which I used very successfully before. I'm stacking the videos that I have already created, that I have edited, right? So those will require me to do a long video, or allow me to do a long video, while I don't have to do a lot of the editing, because I already did them, or I have to do minimum editing because I just basically, I've done some edit already. So I'm stacking this video, the one that I think are the best for the masterclass, into my DaVinci Resolve table, which is right here. And if you kind of look at here, and I'll explain that in a minute, these are the videos that I have. Right now, it looks like it's about an hour and probably an hour and 15 minutes, maybe, 45 minutes worth of video. These are shorter videos. Sometimes they are 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 7 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. So I kind of put them all together into this masterclass as one long continuous video. And now I'm going to be doing some editing, and I'll show you how the edit process actually works. Obviously, we're not going to be able to edit the entire video because it's pretty long. So basically, we're going to talk about editing this video and how we do that. And with that being said, the first part I want to talk about was my avatar. And by the way, I want to show you a couple of tricks over here. You could click on this video right here. It should be in the middle, wherever your timeline bar is, which is this right here. You click on it, it will expand it. It will expand that section of the video. So let's test that real quick. This one collapses so you can see your entire series of video. And let's say I want to move that to find out what's going on right here. Right, so I do this section, detail zoom, and boom, it takes me right to there, right? So this one here, this gives me a broader view of the same section. mean a broader view, meaning a less compressed timeline. That's what it means. And this one here compresses the entire timeline. So you kind of could see your entire timeline for the video. So you are able to move quickly to wherever it is. Also, for example, let's say that you're looking at your video, let's say right here, and you cannot find your timeline marker. The best thing to do is to press on this button right here, which is the play button. And as you see, you move the timeline within a portion, section that you could see it. So now you can move it to wherever you want to. So there's a couple of things that you use, a couple of the markers that you use to kind of navigate. Otherwise, it kind of becomes overwhelming and hard to control. Now this here is the selector bar. I use this one to select, go back to normal, meaning called selector A is what it's called, where you actually could go to any of this selection here. And I don't use many of this, but I do use the cut, this one here, and I'll demonstrate that to you. And this one also can be used, but I'm going to be demonstrating this more than anything else. And then when I'm done with it, because I don't want to have an accident, I go deselect, right? So I'm going to show you a couple of things today. Like for example, this is way out there. Seems to be just a marker, right? That was a leftover from before, so I'm going to get rid of that. So let me see. I could do then right click. Doesn't work for me. I'm not doing it. Let's see if I can highlight it again. And then do a delete. Yep, get rid of it. The reason why you knew there was something out there is because when you did this, it kind of stopped somewhere. Let me try it again. See, if it doesn't stop at the end of your video, that means that there's some of the additional information right at the end, after the end of the video that you may need to clean up. So that being said, let me go back to my avatar because I wanted to show you something. Now my avatar is basically a static picture. So let's listen to it for a minute.
Most creators treat the YouTube algorithm like a lottery, but the top 1% treat it like a...
So you see that? I have the option of having a different kind of avatar where I'm actually doing the talking and the lips are moving and all that. But for this one, I just didn't do it. I just sort of chose the picture that I have, but I wanted to show you something, how you could either change that, or you can, when you're doing the editing, you could do something that's called a picture in a picture, which I'll show you in a minute. So I did use Meta AI this morning to create some video of my avatar. And let's see what's going on here. So I'll go here. So these two avatars are there. So let's first look at the first one. I bring it in, click on that. Hopefully it'll work. No. When you see this thing that it changes color, it means it's not gonna work. So I have to somehow do this. Kind of weird. But I have to somehow have to do that. Let me try one more time. Doesn't want to cooperate. Let's see if I can do that a different way. I don't know what I was doing here. File, import, media. So it's right here now. So I could choose to bring this down now into the timeline. Let's see. I mean, this is gonna see different. The audio did not change because I have no audio in this clip. So let's see how it looks.
Most creators treat the YouTube algorithm like a lottery, but the top 1% treat it like a lab experiment. In this map,
so you saw that sort of like kind of, you could do a video, you could change it to a video. Now I'm gonna show you another thing that I could do with this. Import media. Still pretty much the same, but I want to show you something real quick. Basically, a different clip for different sort of, you will get a chance to see how to do this, right?
Lottery, but the top 1% treat it like a lab experiment. In this master,
so you can, in fact, change the picture or the video that you have in there, and also you could do this. Let me see if I could do it. This is I don't know, clip this right here if I can. You see, when I click on this section, you have both of the audio and the picture sort of highlighted. So if I do a right click, I could delink it. So now I could just select the picture. What I want to do here is this, so you guys get an opportunity to see this process. We are going to change this video. Should I say video? Let me see. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Sending the video in the background. Yeah. Oh, that's because it's on the background. Okay. So yeah. If I wanted to change, I need to change the one on top, which is fine. I'm going to change the one on top, so that we see what happens if I change this one. Okay, this is what I wanted, right? Let me see what I'm going to put in the front. So now you'll see it's like a picture within a picture, and you can have two different videos doing different things. I just demonstrated it with my avatar because you can see exactly what's going on. So it's going to show up right here.
Treat it like a lab experiment. In this masterclass, 214,300.
So you saw that. I mean, it's not a lot of movement because this clip doesn't have a lot of movement, but it could be basically anything, and that's very helpful sometimes. If you could show the background or a picture of a person, and in the front you could have a lot of action going on. That's very good when you're doing like sports and things of that nature. But you could show two things at the same time. So I wanted to demonstrate that once you load an image, you could independently add additional information to it. Let me see if I could add a little bit more effect. Let me add a video transition. I want to highlight something real quick. Let me see here. I'm going to do a zoom in and out for this one. And then I'm going to do a tunnel light actually for this one when it leaves. No, actually, I don't do it on this one. If I can. No, I don't want to do it. Okay, I know we're supposed to do it in there, so that's what it is. So now watch this section of the clips right here, how you get more vibrant, dynamic kind of work.
Top 1% treat it like a lab experiment. In this masterclass, 214,003.
So that what it did there, kind of gives you in and out, in and out. And then here at the end, do like a collapsing, right? So it's a way of visually sort of introducing another section of the video. And that's basically what I wanted to show you here on this. So one more time so you get a flavor. I added the eclipse on top so you kind of have, you're going to see a transition here from a static picture to a video. Here you're going to see a transition of picture coming in and out. And then here you're going to see a tunnel light distorting the video, introducing the next section. It's easier than just sort of like having a static video. So here we go.
Most creators treat the YouTube algorithm like a lottery, but the top 1% treat it like a lab experiment. In this masterclass,
so that one there. Hopefully that's something that you get to use before, and it's really easy. You have here called effects. Click on effects, and then you have video transition, and you have a lot of selection here that you can select for the transition in the video. So that's the first one now. So that I have already added, and we'll see how that works. So let me go here and try to make the video collapse a little bit more. And this is going to be, this section here is something really cool that I want to show you. Yeah, this is like, for example, a lot of times you have the message of the video that's going on, but you want to introduce additional information, and on the generator you have a lot of different titles, right? I believe I used this one here called round, and I added it here to the video. Let's see what that does.
these creators think going viral is a lot.
See right there? You're asking the question, what if going viral wasn't something? I don't think it's giving me the whole picture, so let me do this. Click on it, wasn't luck. Okay, so I'm missing something there. So how do I change that? So that had to be the, in here, the what? Setting, yeah. On the setting you have called cropping. So you have left, it's on the left, no, you have right, so it's on the right. Let me see. Oh, I might click it. Yeah, I'm on there. Yeah, clicking on it. Why is it not working? There you go. Oh, going the wrong way. So I guess it exited the maximum. So what I have to do is now go to the generator. And I could change the size of it to make it a little smaller, bigger. You see that? So going in the generator right here, I could change the size of it, and I could change the color. I said I want to make it like red will look better, for example. No, it doesn't. Blue will look better. No, it doesn't. Green will look better. Maybe it does. Right? Because you have to, this is a small frame, so when it prints it larger, you'll probably be able to see it better. So let me take this kind of yellow. Yellow and yellow. I think somehow visually it looks a little, pops a little more for me. But doing colors is sort of like a skill, and you have to do a lot of testing. Like you see right here on the main frame, you have different color, blue background with yellow gold letters. So, but what I did here, so that you know, is basically I took one of these text thing. What I did, I clicked on it and I drag it down, right? So when you bring it in originally, it has nothing in it. If you look at it, it's a sample text, right? And it covers the entire video. the entire frame, which you don't want to do that. And basically what you want to do there, first of all, you want to change this to whatever you want. I don't say just high, so you get a chance to see what I'm talking about. And then what you do is, let's say you want to change the, you could change the font. You could make it modern, Mongolia, whatever you want, Gothic. You get the idea, right? You get the idea what you want to do. And then here you could have a regular text. That's how many tips it's giving right now. Then you have the color. I showed you that already. You can change the color to, once you click in here and color, you get this little dialog box here. And you could change the, color of the letters. And then you could change the size of it too here. By clicking on this, make it bigger or smaller. Line spacing also. You can make a track, and you can anchor it. There's a lot more things that I don't normally use, so I think you could change it. Let's see, anchor this to the right, center. You get the picture. So my suggestion is download DaVinci Resolve and play around with it, and it will give you the opportunity to learn how to use it. And then when you actually doing your editing, you say, you know, it'd be cool to have like a letter in here doing this. And then if you don't want to cover the whole video, you go to settings, and you could do a zoom in and out, so you can see zoom in, zoom out. I said you like to put that message here, and then you use the position in either X or Y to be able to change it. Let's say I want to go move it to up, and then I want to move it to my right. Right. So you use this section here, the zooming and the positioning, in order to be able to do that. And there's a lot more that you could do, but obviously I don't want to keep that there. I want to show you the one that I did already. So do a. So you do it. Yeah, I think you just do a cut. Let me see. Yeah, you do a cut and get rid of it. The other ways. So I did that with this one. I chose the because I wanted to have this text. So now what I did was I actually did it 3 times because I wanted to change the position as what's going on in the video. See, it's from the top, upper left. Yeah, it's on the bottom right. And here it's on the upper right. I'm going to change the letter of this one so that you get it, when we're doing it, we get a chance to evaluate all 3. I don't like that one. I don't like one. English. I like that one. So let's see. We're going to run through this section and see how it looks. Keep an eye on the corners, right? That's why usually the teaching will show up. See here. Let me make an observation here. You see how it slowed down the audio on the editing video, but don't worry about that because that doesn't translate when the video is actually created. So that slowness somehow only happened on the editing. So don't worry about that. And you know, the first time I did it, I said, "Oh my God, did I ruin the video?" No, you didn't. So basically, you'll be able to see what's happening by just doing that. And so you see how the second clip, the second text came here to the bottom right. And now let's continue on. Yeah, remember I already read this video, so I know the language you by that there before is good. So this one here is a text that I put in. To give you have the ability to put in text anywhere you want to, and has less of a dramatic effect as the generator. So I'm going to show you that right now.
Because the signs of outliers. Packaging the clickback.
You see that one? You could put in those letters in there. Now, if you don't like the color because it's kind of hard to see right now, you could just change it. You could play around until you find a font that you like, or not a font, a color that you like. You know, there's something that will pop. Let's say pink pops for you. And let's say you think, oh, this letter is too big. You know, I don't want to do that. Or you want to change it to a little, make it more the one side. You could go here. Oh, I'm sorry. Click on that. So go here. You could do this. Right. Let's say you only want the message to be on the left side. So you do that. Go to settings. Kind of hard with a big red in there, so I have to go back to the title and find out a color that pops a little better. Usually green comes in, but it doesn't see. Like I said, none of these texts are really perfect. Maybe this is a little better. But you have to play around. So, but the point is that you could add messages to your video, not just people. Sometimes they are looking for the thumbnail. They are looking for the subtitles, and that's good. Like you see right there, you have a subtitle there. But sometimes they're not even paying attention to the audio, so sometimes you want to put in messages, like for example, see that?
We're covering the 5 pillars: strategic thesis, packaging, scripting, editing, monetization, strategic thesis, the signs of outliers, packaging, the clickback.
So basically, what you want to say, what do you want to put the text in? Let's talk about that, right? You want to say, oh my gosh, if you as a viewer say like, what was that? What does it say there? Which is different than the thumbnail that is being played. Sometimes what they would do is, after it goes through, is they will go back and basically try to figure out what is it saying, right? Especially if they are interested on the topic. So that will keep the viewer longer on your video. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to figure out ways for them to stay longer on your video by doing different things, right? And I'm going to show you this, right? Remember I told you to show the coding tool? I'm going to code this video right here. And I'm going to do a video transition because I want to show you this. When I want to bring attention to something, I'll do this. Either we'll zoom in or I will zoom in and out. Right, so right there. So because in here, I'm introducing something completely different. So let's go here, move it to here.
A 5-video series solving a high demand. The 3% tweak.
You saw that how it was kind of came in and out? See that? You see a little slower here.
Solving a high demand.
That boom came in and out.
Don't reinvent the wheel.
Now let's talk about this one over here.
Change 3%, the voice, the data, or the payoff.
You see that you have your own logo. I don't have a unique logo for this thing, so I just wanted to kind of demonstrate the fact that if you go to generators, I think it is, no generators, you have something called 3D logo, right, that you could introduce and bring it in, and in the middle of your video, if you want to, you could just introduce it. I'm going to show you again how it works.
Or the payoff. Change the narrator perspective. Add fresh research or alter.
See that I kind of get your logo floating through your video. So that sometimes it's kind of cool to do that, right? So you learn how to do a cut and you learn how to do a video. Now, let me see if I can find this thing that I was working on earlier on. Let me see here. Go back to this. Let's go back to that. I'm looking for something specific, so give me a second or two. Okay, right here. So this section of the video right here sounds to me like it's repeated from like earlier videos. So I didn't want to have the repetition on. So I left it here. I said, you know what, let me cut this portion of the video, but I wanted to show you how to do it, because how do you do a long video without ruining its connection, right? So you kind of use the cutting tool, so the blade, and you cut the area that you want. You kind of mark it, then you select it. You do a right click, and you do a ripple cut. See what it did here? Kind of, it has a little gap in there, which we don't have to fix. But what it does basically is gets rid of that. And that gap must have been there before. So how do we fix that gap? Yeah, okay. So all this video I selected as one. So it's not a big deal, but that gap is going to carry over. I'm going to have to find it as I go through the As I've edited section of the video, here you go, here's to go there. Looks like the gap has disappeared for some reason. I don't see a gap here anymore. Yeah, so it's gone. Okay, sounds good. So I wanted to show you more cool transition and things of that nature. So let's see.
To the reveal, Whitland.
So we were here. Showing you that we just showed you the logo of how it goes through in there. So that's something cool that you want to do. Now, let's take a look at this video, how long it is. It's quite a bit. Let's say that you want to introduce some motion or you don't want the video just to go on and on without having any visual cue for the viewers. So let's say you think, well, you know what, looking at this, it's a transition or a change right here. So I'm going to do a cut maybe in here. So I'll go with the blade. Do that here. And I want to do a second one. Maybe here. Right, and then you ask yourself, you always want to deselect the blade because otherwise you could make errors. What you want to ask yourself is, what kind of transition do I want to place in this area? So let's look at video transition and see what we have available. I like to start from the bottom. So zoom in on how we did this one. So this is kind of different and kind of cool. If we get it to work. Wipe out this does not want to work for us tonight. Sometimes you'll find that some of the selection for that you select, sometimes they don't want to kind of come in. I don't know why that happens, but it is what it is. Let's see. Try push. Lack of cooperation tonight. Okay. Wow. Sometimes everything works, sometimes nothing works. Don't know why. You're a reliable one. Must be selecting something improperly right here. Let me just play a little bit.
The gap, color.
The section of the video doesn't want to do it, so I'm not going to push it. I'm going to have to just demonstrate something different. This is something that I demonstrated last night, but I want to just show you tonight. When I publish a video and you get to a section that looks like this, which is a curtain opening, I'm sort of introducing a new video because that's my cue that I'm transitioning from one video to the next, and it looks like this.
If you miss that, the rest of this doesn't matter. Let's start the experiment. Stop guessing what people want to watch. Start researching what they already watch. The scientific method, treat your channel like a lab.
See? So basically, what I'm doing there is I'm transitioning from another video into this one. The way that I know that it's happening is basically because I'm able to see this curtain opening. What I'm hoping to do is, like, when after a little while, people are watching my video and they say, like, okay, what's next? And when they see something open, they say, oh, immediately that will be the cue to let them know, okay, oh, something new, some new information is coming. And you will see that throughout the video on that. Okay, so let me go here. I want to see if I could demonstrate something real quick. Let's see, I'm looking for title, I'm looking for search. Sometimes you could just search for what you want. It makes it easier. In this case, I want a text box. See, it comes up here, you can see it right there. So now I'm going to add that to the end of the video for now, because I'm trying to test something. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. I'll move this to the end because I want to test something at the end of the video. It's moving really fast tonight. So this thing pretty much manually. A little less. Here we go. I'm going to put it here because what I want to test is sort of hasn't been working in other areas. So let's see, title. Let me see if first try to work here, and then control period. So if you want to do emojis, and let me see if it shows up. Okay, no, it's not showing up. But for whatever reason, To do emojis, all you do is you do the Windows button plus a period, and it will give you this box here. And it has been working for me, but for whatever reason, the last couple of times that I tried it, on the video, I don't actually get I get it in here in the text box, but I do not get it on the actual video itself. So I'm going to test and just leave it here at the end to see what happened. If you when I get to the end of the video without it actually printed, I'm able to see what's going on. So let's go back to the front and let's see. In here, you have a lot of things going on. And basically, you have no transition, I think. Yeah, you have none. So I'm going to just make a command decision, and I'm going to split the video. I'm going to cut the video here into 2/3. And then I'm going to see if I can introduce some sort of visual cue for it. For whatever reason, it's not working for me tonight, but if I don't do it tonight, I'll do it tomorrow. So I'm going to try to do file. You want to save your work as often as you possibly can. Okay, so it's a video transition. As you see, it just freaked me out one time. I said, "Well, I'm on my transition. I can't see it." That's because I'm doing a search, and it's stuck in text. So you have to X out of it right now. See that? For it to come on, right? So I'm gonna try a couple of things. If that doesn't work, I know what I could do to change things real quick, to make it more dynamic. So let's first try the transition that I'm supposed to be part of this overlay. Let's see here. I'm gonna do a simple Twix box. Doesn't want to do it. Okay, so that's fine. I'm gonna do something a little different. Go here. And I want to do a cut on. I want to demonstrate this to the team. Yeah. I'm going to do effects. And let's see if I can find the right one that I'm looking for. Watermark. Highlight, fine, digital. I'll do that one in a minute. CCTV, necklace, comic book, digital cloud, no more there. Night vision. I'm gonna see if I could get that here to work. Okay, it's gonna work. So first of all, what I did was I wanted to show like difference in background, and I went from a regular video that you see here, starting right there, to night vision, and let's see what happens.
We're going to learn how to find what's trending on YouTube.
You see that? It kind of changed it. Now I'm going to change it back. But that's another way of creating a visual cue and being able to show, different graphics so that you grab the attention of the viewer. Okay, so it should go back to normal right now. So this section I just kind of added a night vision, and it went back to normal. Right. Now let's see if I could demonstrate another one that I like. this one here. I want to demonstrate different here and here. Go back to select, and what I want to demonstrate is comic book. This one should give it like a nice different borders. Yeah, you see that? What it does is, it kind of take it from a frame that looks kind of normal to a comic book type frame. So let's run through that series of the video to see how kind of visual. All we're doing is a lot of way to kind of capture and maintain the visual attention of the viewer, right? So let's see what happens. See that? Don't worry about the sound. It went back.
See how that's possible. I'll see it there. Would you like to know how to find the most effective strategies?
So okay. So like I said, sometimes so that sometimes your effects don't want to work, or the fusion effects. Like another one that's kind of cool, and I'm going to just demonstrate a little bit, is the binocular. It's like, for example, if you want to show, and I know this is being done randomly, but you could kind of, in the long video, you want to do is kind of change the attention of the viewer, which is, for me, it's okay, but as I go through it, I'll be able to make some more changes if I want to. So here and here. And what I want to do here, I want to bring binoculars right here. So that. And let's see what happens when I transition from here to that. It should work. Let me see. Yeah, it does work.
Your legal space. But there's one setting in the community.
So that it's basically like, oops, somebody's looking through a binocular. What's going on? So you want to kind of change the background, the perspective. You want to change the frame. And those are things that the mind will kind of grab and still like, oh, what's going on? Kind of stuff, right? So, and there's many of these like color border, CCTV that you ought to try when you're doing your videos and see what is best for you. So tonight I basically demonstrated how to do cuts, how to do delete, how to have a picture within the picture with the avatar. I haven't done anything with the music because I think I just leave it for now. It's staying the way it is, but I could add music later for the entire video, which will make it like a signature video. But it has to be something that's slow because some of this video already have music. And right now, for the live show, you're listening to the music that I have picked for the live show, which is not the music that will go with the video. But let's run it for a little bit and see what happens.
Most creators treat the YouTube algorithm like a lottery, but the top 1% treat it like a lab experiment. In this masterclass, 214,382 views, exactly 28 days, 0 luck involved.
So as you see, those are the kind of things you may want to be doing. And here is something the one that we did. We did a zoom in and out, I believe, and then basically we did another transition. See that?
3%
in and out, and then we did a logo here.
Take a proven concept and change
Then we did a logo.
The voice, the data, or the payoff.
Here you go, the logo.
Change the narrator perspective, add fresh research, or alter the reveal with land party.
That's what you want to do. And each one of these areas here that you see are markers where we either have text added or we have some sort of pictures added or some information that's making it better. And when you see a cut, usually means it's a cut for either because we added a virtual queue, like for example.
I call it preset. If you sound professional, you are professional. Visual trademark. Create a brand sound, maybe a specific transition noise or a recurring GIF people recognize. Consistency trains your audience to feel at home. Before we get to the final pillar on how to actually make money, I need to address the shadow ban myth. Most people think the algorithm hates it. It doesn't. It just puts boring content.
You want to play too much of the video. The video, here it is. I was in the wrong spot.
It's different in a way that is scientifically proven to work. We tested the outlier theory against personal intuition.
Okay, so this is another one that was a framing to a comic frame. See that? Like I said, the sound is distorted because of the graphics, but just don't worry about it because that's going to be fine. So this other one, and let me see what else I could show you. I'll show you the current. The current right there. That's the same thing there. So that's the same for that. The further what you get from the beginning, the less edit that it contains, but I'll be fixing those as time comes over. Because I wanted to do, we're moving along the frame right here. As you can see, there's a lot more edit at the beginning than it is at the end. But that's fine, because that's exactly what we want. As we move forward, we want to create new edit, we want to show different things. We haven't talked too much about audio tonight, but that's okay. So basically, I'm going to briefly talk about audio. Let's say you see right here how you have a difference in audio between this clip and that clip. Let's say that you wanted to moderate the audio a little bit for this clip right here. You kind of select it and you go to some video. Let's see, zoom, go to audio. And you could fix the audio so that increase it more. You don't want to do that. Okay. You can reduce the audio as low as you want to. You can go around all of them. If you find your audio doesn't match, it's not evenly matched, you kind of do that. You might be able to do it in mass also. I haven't tried to do that before. So you select all that and you go to volume. See that? You could do it all at one time. You set it up. Another way to do that is you do a right click and you go to normalize audio level. And you could select it here. You could change that, the dBs for all of them at the same time by clicking normalize. I'm not going to do that because I don't know what it's going to do right now. But there's a lot of different, this software is very powerful. You could do all kinds of stuff with it. And like I said before, it is free and available for everyone to go ahead and have it, pretty much. I think I showed you enough steps tonight for you guys to be able to edit. So in summarizing, you add all your clips here under the media tab. You add them here under the master. Then you move to your edit tab, which is here, and you go to the media pool here, and you have all your clips available here. You could either bring directly from a folder, like I show you here, all the way down to that, and you could drop it on your master folder, or you could drop it in a subfolder if it didn't come in when you actually loaded the video. And the best way to do it is not to do it one bit at a time, but basically to create a folder like I created here. I call it 5 hours, and you click and you drag it to here, and you drop it basically under the master. like I did here. That's the best way of bringing it in. And then you could just show you a different technique, how to bring things in, how to keep track of them. And then today I show you a new trick, which is different than before, which is basically you could use the this ruler to basically just highlight the area that you want to work on. And then I show you how to do a picture within a picture and some transition. Like I show you here, the first clip, if you see here, it's a static picture, but then I added motion. See that? My hands are moving. And then I added here the
1% treat it like a lab experiment.
like a motion where the video was coming in as a picture within a picture. See right here, coming in like a picture within a picture. And then at the end, this section right here, I added a tonal light, which is basically just, it kind of takes away the video completely, a little bit at a time, until you get to the end and you get to the next section. So that's something that you kind of put together tonight. And there were many other tricks and tips that I did to show you how to do these kind of things throughout the video. Hopefully you found it very interesting. And we will continue to edit this video until it's actually ready to go. Hopefully you stick with me. Like I say, if you want to see the videos individually, you can go to my channel. They actually, most of them or more are actually listed in here. And you can possibly just look at them one at a time, and you see some of the different techniques that I'm applying. If you want to wait for the master video, it will be ready in a couple of days, I hope. And then we're going to do a live preview for that. So that being said, I'd like to wish everyone good